he became very obsessive and had like some issues. And after 2 or 3 months of dating, I got really scared and I just like completely,
Cut him off.
yeah. He came to my job and he's like, we have to talk. Completely stopped talking to him. And I told him, you're scaring me. And he's like, no, I don't want to. I'm like, please leave me alone, please. And he's like, I will, I will, I will, I will. I'm gonna cut it off. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The real reason why I ended that is because he was African American and he will see a lot of racism in places that we will go, which I'm sure that he experiences, but to the point where it was not letting him enjoy himself.
Mm.
So when he will point it out, I will be like, I don't see it. I'm sorry. It's not like I'm not empathetic with it, but I was just like, I'm sure that they're probably discriminating us, but it's irrelevant to me if they are. Or, like,
Mhm.
I remember like we went to a restaurant and another couple came after us. The other couple happened to be Caucasian, and then they got seated first. And he was like, can you believe they just seated them? And I was like, in my mind, maybe they have a reservation. He's like, no, you don't see racism. I don't understand. You are colored. And I was just like, I never label myself as color. I never label myself anything. I'm sure
Mhm.
racism, but I'm not like going after it. And I was in his apartment one day. He had played soccer, and I remember that he was like, I don't know, taking a shower, coming back. I was watching TV, and I was watching Friends because Friends is my favorite show. And he came, he was like, what are you watching? And I was like, I'm like, and I was laughing. He's like, I hear you laughing. Well, I heard you laughing all the way in the bathroom. Why are you watching? I'm like, I'm watching Friends. He was like, you're watching what? He's like, Friends. Not in my house. His, his whole demeanor changed. And I was like, I'm like, he's joking. He's like, do you see anybody that looks like you or me in that show?
Why did he date like an African American woman?
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. I was he's like he got enraged. Like, like he punched the table and he's like, nobody that looks other than me and you is gonna be on that TV. And I was just like, I was like, this person's not normal. This person, his emotional not balanced.
Yeah.
I need to get out of here safely. So I was just like, I'm sorry, you're right. Comedy to me is like comedy. It doesn't matter the color, doesn't matter the race. You could be funny and be any race. It's like, but we're not gonna support people that don't support us. And I was just like, oof. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna win this argument. And I was just like, okay, we'll
That's
we'll talk.
scary.
Like we'll talk. I'm like, you might need an African American woman with your same belief system. I'm gonna just leave and we'll talk tomorrow. But I didn't. I like, block him.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm done. And then he came to my job like 3 4 days after. And I was like, no. Mm-mm.
How did you meet your husband?
I met him working at, I was working at a talent agency in Miami, and my boss he tasked me to finding a graphic designer because I do marketing. And he was like, we need a graphic designer to do like art designs. And I was just like, okay. I started to look and I couldn't find anybody. And then they gave me his information. So I remember reaching out and saying, I need to finish this proposal for a client. And we had like a deadline. And I remember him saying, okay, I can be in Miami, like, I don't know, 9 a.m. or something. And that day, I used to suffer from migraines. Do you remember?
Yeah, we used to get, yeah.
That morning that he was supposed to come, I had a migraine and I didn't go to the office. And last minute, I called him and I was like, I'm sorry, I have a migraine. I can't. 2 3 days in darkness in my house with a migraine, and I had to finish this work. So he decided to come to my house like a stranger. He came to my house and we started working like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days in my house, working on some projects. And I had like this huge glasses and I had like a bun because I had a migraine. And and that he needed to come and help me print it. So when he finally came to the office and I was dressed differently, he said that that day he told his friend, I met my wife.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, you didn't meet your wife 4 days ago when I was like suffering from a migraine. You met her, that day that I was like very well put together to present something for a client. And he starts laughing. But kind of like your situation, when I started dating him, we never like stopped. Like he never went back home. He just started to sleep over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of
Yeah,
those
the
situations.
same. When I went to New York, I never left.
And then you've been together ever since, right?
Yeah.
I actually thought he was like cute, but I introduced him to my friend and I was trying to hook them up. I don't know why. She happened to make made a comment that he was cute and she liked Colombian guys. So I was like, oh,
Well, that's awkward. Is she still your friend?
yeah, it's like she thought he was cute. She likes Colombian, and I was trying to hook them up. And then he was like, I actually have my eye on somebody.
Mm.
It's like, oh, okay. I was like, I don't think he means me, but left it alone. And I think it was like around the holidays. My mom invited him to like come over, and then all of a sudden, like we were just dating.
Oh. When it just happens, when it flows, and it just happens when you least expect it,
Mm-hmm.
is, you know,
And he's like nothing of what I would have like said. Okay, this is in my bucket list. Like he he
same girl.
he has a son. I was like, I'm not dating anybody with kids. He's Colombian. I said, never. I'm never dating a Colombian. Like I was like so. I was such a like square. Like I'm a business guy, and I don't want tattoos. And he's like tatted. He has like a full sleeve. He's like he's completely the opposite of me, but it works.
Yeah, same. I used to, when I worked at Pediatric Associates
Mhm.
and I would hear like Venezuelan men talking, I was like, oh my God, like I can't stand their accent. Like I will never be with a Venezuelan man. And then my husband is Venezuelan.
I don't think they have a bad accent.
Back then, obviously, because I like how my man talks. But
So moving on to personal growth, I would love to know, who are you today compared to 10 years ago?
wow. Um, I think, well, obviously, age plays a part in that. And having gone through all the things that I went through, I feel like I am a more secure and confident person. Obviously, I know what I'll take and what I won't take in a relationship because I've gone through too much shit. So, but
Yeah.
definitely, yeah, more secure within myself, not depending on my partner to make me feel like that. Even though my husband makes me feel secure, but I learned to get that from myself first instead of being so dependent or someone to make me feel secure, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So you learn your like your self value, like your value.
Yeah. I mean, first I learned to love myself because that I feel like I think I was definitely lacking that in my last relationship and putting myself first, loving myself.
Well, how did you gain self-love, or, how did you realize your worth? What did it take from then to now?
Well, first by ending my last relationship. I feel like that was the start of everything. And then spending time by myself, for myself, intentional time and not just needing somebody there. Yes, eventually I started dating and like having fun, I guess.
Hmm.
But I did take, some time to just be by myself. And I actually read a book called Single on Purpose. That book actually helped me a lot to putting myself first, doing what I want to do And even after the relationship and the people that I dated, if there was something I didn't like, ending it, you know,
Hmm.
not worrying about the other person's feelings. You?
I am more patient. I think I'm more empathetic. I think I'm less angry. I don't know, like 10 years ago I was maybe on survival mode as working, and I was trying to make, ends meet as far as like my books, my gas. I didn't want to be like a burden on my
Parents.
yeah, because they were putting, a roof and food and, the essentials and my education. It's not like they didn't want to contribute to it. It was like it's so expensive to go to school that I wasn't. It was impossible for them to pay
Hmm.
for me to go to school. So I was really struggling to manage to pay school and working, and then I went to school that was with very affluent kids. Like when I was going to school, Shaq was going to school in the same school. We had Diddy's son going to school. Charity's daughter was there. Like there was a lot of people with a lot of money, and I was just kind of like resentful. Like they're driving these cars. Just an angry person, and not, now looking 10 years later, I'm like, oh, it's not their fault. So I'm more empathetic. Like I'm not like on go 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 go. I'm more relaxed. Believe it or not, this is me.
Hmm.
I'm also more self-aware of like my needs and my emotions. Even 5 years ago, like I would spot the red flags, and I was just like, okay, now I see the red flags and I point them out. You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
because our husbands, I don't know about your husband, but my husband, like we're imperfect people. So
Yeah.
I'm more vocal into, and not like before, where before I would just X you or curse you out. No, now I'm like, this is how I'm feeling. It's just maturity, like you said, with time. It was just,
Have you done therapy?
mm-hmm,
Oh, you do still therapy, right?
here and
Or
there.
not? Oh, here and there. Okay. I did therapy after Gabriela was born, or before, or after Rafael. No, I did therapy after Gabriela was born for a little while. I kind of want to start again just to, talk about things. But this is also my therapy, so you're my
Yes,
therapist.
same, same, same. I have a few sessions here and there. This is very therapeutic, like you said.
Yeah.
Is there anything else I missed that you're like, oh man, I didn't tell her that this happened in 10 years?
I think we already were talking, but, we lost a dog in Florida, our pit bull.
Oh yeah. Were you ever robbed?
Robbed?
Mm-hmm.
Si me
Arrested?
robaron?
Or arrested? You've been arrested? Never been arrested.
No. Have you been arrested?
No, 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 no.
Oh, I haven't been arrested, but
Oh.
let me tell you. One time I was hanging out with, our group of friends from back then. It was like a group of people. We were in a car, literally hanging out in front of a park, eating chicken wings from Publix. And somebody, I guess they saw the car parked there for like a long time, and they called the cops. And, back then we didn't have no, you know, papers. I was so scared. And the cops came and like, oh, what are you guys doing here? And we were just like, oh, we're just hanging out. And then they were asking for everybody's name. He did not want to give his name. He was like, I'm not doing nothing wrong. I don't have to give you my name. So he was giving the cop a hard time. And then he was like, I don't have to give you my ID. I don't have to do nothing. I'm not doing anything wrong. So they told everybody to get out of the car. They frisked us and they searched us. They asked us for ID. I didn't have an ID. I literally gave my school ID. So I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, like, what are they going to do to me?
Like your high school lady?
Yeah,
Where was I?
I don't know. But I think, I don't know if, so we were still friends. So I don't know where you were at. But I don't know, actually, it was my high school ID, but I don't know if it was already like, expired. Like, I just had it because I didn't have any other form of ID.
Yeah, and you look like a high schooler years later. I mean,
So yeah, so I just had it. So I actually don't remember if this was during high school or after. It had to be after because my parents would have not let me hang out, so it had to be after high school. And yeah, so they searched us, they frisked us and everything. I was so scared.
Fristas. What is that? Fristas.
Like they pat you down and like your clothes and everything. But yeah, that was like my closest cop encounter. And I was scared. I thought I was gonna get deported.
For the record, she has papers now. Okay. Okay. No, I've never been arrested. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Or close to being arrested, or none of that. No.
Any
Good.
surgeries? Any
Any surgeries besides my C-section? None.
no.
You? Did you do
No.
everything? Did you do your boobs?
Girl, what boobs?
Okay, okay. Okay, good, good. You never done anything. Well, you have a few tattoos.
Yes. I have this one matching with your sister.
Okay.
I have this tattoo on my hand. I have a
What
tattoo
does
back
your
here. It says todo en la vida cambia. Meaning that whether it's good or bad, it'll pass. So if it's good, enjoy it because it doesn't last forever. So enjoy the moment. And if you're going through something bad, just know that it'll pass. So todo cambia. And then I have a tattoo kind of like on my thigh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's it?
And then my first tattoos ever that I think you knew about them. I have two stars on my hips, remember? One on each hip.
I remember that.
Yeah, I kind of regret those. I don't know why. Huh?
You regret those?
Because I feel like, why did I get two stars on? It's They really didn't have a meaning to it.
And do they cover when you have your bathing suit bikini on?
Yeah.
Did you ever do any drugs?
No. You?
No.
Oh.
I'm still the same square I was then.
uh, yeah. Husband, we've done ayahuasca. Some
Oh,
people might say that's like, halogis. How do you say it? Hal-
hallucinators.
hal- huh? Something like that.
Okay.
Hallucinogenic, or whatever.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, we did it in Costa Rica and in New York.
Did something happen?
Where was it wasn't done? It was done in a spiritual setting, so a spiritual retreat. So it was very intentional, you know, it was actually very healing.
How did
Yeah.
you react it? Were you like flying? Were you crying? Were you throwing up?
Oh, girl, I was doing all of the above.
Oh wow.
Purging, throwing up, yeah, crying. My last relationship came up in that, throwing up like crazy. Yeah. So they say when you purging, you taking out of your body like everything,
Purging is what? Like throwing up?
throwing up. Yeah.
Mm.
There you go.
Crazy that you're like, man, during these 10 years, I did something crazy. I wish I would have told you.
Oh no, I mean I'm not the crazy type. You done anything crazy?
I mean, crazy, like crazy.
I mean, probably the craziest thing I've done that, some people, when I did it, they were like, oh my God, like, it was, go to New York after a month of meeting my husband and just moving in with him.
Mm.
You know, Ale
That
was like, what the hell are you doing? Like, who is this guy? You don't even know him. My mom was like, the hell are you doing?
you were risky. That was risky.
I left my job. Like, I literally quit my job to be there. I left everything. That's crazy.
I don't think I've done anything crazy. I mean, when I was 21, I went to New York with my sister. Like me and her, I paid like for our trip, and that was crazy to me because I had never left the house. We had like no hotel or anything like planned, and we spent like I don't know, like a week between New York and Philly,
Oh,
and
that's nice, spontaneous.
it was just spontaneous. I don't think it was
So
crazy.
you lived under with no hotel, and then you found a hotel there.
We stayed like in hostels.
Well, that's crazy.
That is crazy. We were like, those like little rooms, and then you share a bathroom with like 10 other
How
hookers.
was that?
It was scary, but that was the budget that I had then.
Oh
we
no.
we left till this day about it.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, she's a big hotel girl now, so
Discounts.
hmm yeah.
That's funny.
It's crazy. I mean, I think like when I met my husband, like my craziness began, I guess, because I was he like usually is the one that takes me off my path.
Comfort zone.
Yeah, like I've been to Puerto Rico. We went to the jungle in Puerto Rico and like threw ourselves, in lakes
Oh
from
my goodness. Oh, yeah, that's great. I would have not done that.
yeah.
Anything that has to do with throwing yourself, roller coasters, all that. Mm-mm.
Girl, I was like
I'll
Tarzan.
watch you. I'll record you.
I was like Tarzan with like a rope,
Oh hell no.
let myself go, and the water was really cold. We also kayak in the middle of the night in like some deserted place. Like we've been horseback riding in Colombia where mountains that were like this, and four-wheelers in DR, and just like crazy things that I would never do. He makes me do,
Mhm.
but not drugs. Just just
That's good. Say
adventures.
no to drugs.
Yeah, or like
Say no to drugs. Drugs are not good.
experience city life. Like Puerto Rico is a blur, so it's just like city life. Like get lost and dance the night away, and yeah.
That's nice.
I wish I did more crazy things, but no, I have nothing.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I'm not really like the crazy type. Jump out of planes or do crazy things like that. Mm-mm. Some may say I'm boring, but I like to be alive. So,
Yeah, same. With my friend Vanessa, I have done also adventure stuff because she also keeps me like on my toes with the adventures. Like when I mean adventure, I mean like scuba diving, like zip lining and stuff like that
hmm
with her too. But nothing crazy. I think the craziest and that like starting to talk to other men while being in a relationship, like forbidden. Oh my gosh.
girl, some girls do that on a daily, like nothing.
Yeah, I know. But I have a conscience, so
Yeah. The other craziest thing I've done is start this podcast with you.
yeah. I don't think that's like it's okay. We're putting ourselves out there, but it hasn't been that difficult for me. Like I'm
Yeah, I
literally a
just feel
book.
like it flows, you know. Obviously, we know each other, so the conversation just flows, and it's not like awkward or anything like that.
Yeah. The other day, or was it like the last episode that you talked about like something we were doing? I thought about how close we were. You said that one day we were listening to Keisha. I was saying that I remember you when I would listen to Keisha Cole, and then you said,
Mhm.
"Oh yeah, one day we were taking naps."
Yeah.
This is not like 2 3 year old taking naps. We were
No, we're like after high school, after high school.
7 years taking naps together and listening to Sin Banderas, which is like a
Girl, you
rom.
don't remember when like you be pooping and I'm like sitting there and we were just talking?
Yes, and I thought, Puma, we were so close that we would poop in front of each other. We would take
hmm
naps together. You will scratch my back so that I can fall asleep.
Yeah.
Like we were really close to the point where it was like we were too close, but not that close. You know? There was people that will ask us if we were a thing.
Who asked you that? And nobody asked me that.
Oh yeah, I guess perverted minds. We were really
Oh my god.
what would we like? What would we will hang out and we would chill a lot. Well, we would just spend a lot of
Yeah.
time in our
I
beds. Just,
remember you and Kate would literally play Barbies,
oh.
making up scenarios like getting married. I don't know what the hell you was talking about, but
But you're talking about when I was 16, 17, and she was like 18,
you
19.
were in high school
Yeah, I
playing
remember.
Barbies.
That's not normal. Some I need to tell my
And
therapist. Like I need to tell her I was playing Barbies until I was 17, 18, and
and literally, me and Chantal would just like watch you guys and just
this
enjoy
is
the story.
I have to edit this out.
Now I'm putting that in.
I don't mind. I'm not ashamed. I lived my life late. Like I was starting to go clubbing and drinking when I was 24, 25. Like after my breakup. Like and yeah, I was playing with Barbies when I was 17, 18 instead of being at the club. I
It's
was
so
like,
funny. Yeah.
yeah, I miss the days of just chilling and not doing anything and us just like being on our phones. Were we on our phones?
No,
There were no
I don't
phones.
even think we had a phone.
Okay, we were not on our phones.
We were
We're
not on our
that
phone.
old. We're that old. We were like what? Just sleeping and listening to music in our what? CD players?
Hanging out, we would take like pictures, like pretend to be models. Um, remember?
Yeah.
What else? We would,
Choreography, songs, pretending to be like music video girls.
yeah.
Yeah. We did had AOL and a computer, and we used to like send chats to with other guys.
And yeah, in Gay House. I loved that house. Like Gay House was the best time.
It was the best time. We were a little,
Yeah,
we were free.
a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause we were allowed to go to the game room. We were allowed to go to the basketball
the
court.
pool.
We were allowed to go to the pool. The parents didn't supervise us because we had each other,
Hmm.
so we had access to friends.
That's everything that happened within those 10 years and a little after of us not being friends, everything that happened, who we dated, what we didn't do, what we did.
Hmm.
So if you have not seen the previous video on how we stopped being friends and how we became friends again, go watch that before you watch this one.
Hmm. And there is hope after a friendship breakup.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
All right, so we hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you guys laughed along with us. Before we go, we do want to take a deep breath in. Let this be your reminder that it is okay to slow down, embrace your growth, embrace your face. And please, if you are liking the videos, subscribe, share, and like the video. And thank you for being with us on Different Faces. Till next time.